Does it really make sense for a snowman to have a fireplace in their home? Salutations, friends! It's me, Snowy, but you can call me the Lord of Winter. There are hundreds of ways to craft a story, and it's an incredibly personal process. My goal today is to share how I plan my novels with the hopes that it'll give you new tools to work with in the future. The beginning point for almost all of my stories are the characters. Characters are how we experience the worlds we create. They carry the emotional weight of the narrative, and it's what the readers will remember long after they finish your story. Now, what should you keep in mind when crafting your characters? There are the obvious things: their appearance, personality, the world they live in, and all that stuff you know how to do already. But, when planning a story, what is the aspect of your character that will form the core of the narrative? If characters comprise the heart of the story, then conflict is what pushes it forward. So, in my opinion, the most important part of your main character is, what do they want more than anything, and what prevents them from getting it. This conflict is what will propel your story. Now, the conflict between what your main character wants and what stops them from getting it will serve as the springboard for the start of your narrative. What you need next is to figure out how it all ends. Some of you are probably thinking, "But Snowy, we just got the beginning down. What do you mean I need to figure out the ending?" Well, I firmly believe that one should have an idea of how their book ends before writing it. In this video, I'm attempting to break down the many moving parts that work together to craft the narrative, and all of those components should move towards the same goal. Therefore, knowing how your main conflict resolves, as well as the ending point for your characters and world, will allow you to weave the threads of your narrative together seamlessly. So far, we have your characters, world, the beginning of your conflict, and its resolution. What comes next is what I like to call pivot points. There come moments in every story where everything shifts. A dramatic, emotional scene, an action set piece, or a consequential decision gets made, and the narrative is never the same moving forward. Therefore, your next goal is to figure out these pivot points and how they will connect your beginning to your end. Think of them as sub-conflicts that guide your main character either closer or further from resolving the main conflict. The last general ingredient for building an outline is to use subplots to fill the gaps between your pivot points. What secondary conflicts occupy your main character? What arcs do the other characters go through? How do relationships grow and change? All of these questions can help unify the story, guiding it along the rails towards its grand conclusion. Now, there's one thing I haven't talked about yet, and it's because I believe it's a factor that exists outside of the outline. Outside the outline. And that is the theme. Theme is what your story is about, why it was written, and the lesson it imparts upon your reader. Personally, I don't think about the theme before writing my first draft, but instead, I prefer to discover it as all the ingredients take shape. Theme is what binds your story together, allowing all the ingredients to mix together and form a cohesive whole. Well, it was a first draft after all. Thank you so much for watching. Making these videos is a whole lot of fun, and I really hope you enjoyed them. If you have anything to add, or perhaps a question, or just want to say hi, comment below. If you want to support Snowy, then carefully tap on that subscribe button. You can find me on Twitter at RMHWinter, and my Patreon is shown here. I'll see you all next time, This is the Lord of Winter, signing off.